Hello, and welcome to Curly Shirley Storytime. Today's story is called A New Family for Dominick. The author is Shirley, that's me, and the illustrator is Ileana Nadell. Today's story represents all the wonderful families of RVR Horse Rescue, and it's the second book in the Dominick the Donkey series. Do you remember A New Home for Dominick? We're going to find out what happens to Dominick right now. Ready? Let's go. Dominick the donkey and his best buddy Charity the horse were as happy as two peas in a pod. Their home at RVR Horse Rescue was filled with loving people and many other animals. Dominick and Charity spent their days munching on hay and trotting in the pasture. Sometimes neighbors would stop at the fence to pet their noses. Their days of being abused by bad humans was becoming just a memory. They had learned to trust and love people again, and Dominick thought that life couldn't be more perfect. One day, a man drove an empty trailer onto the property. Dominick knew by now that an empty trailer meant one of the rescued animals was going to their new home. He watched the truck driver walk into their pasture, heading straight for Charity. Dominick was confused and very nervous. "Come on, Charity," the man said gently. "Where are you going?" Dominick's voice trembled as he turned to his best friend. Normally they went everywhere together. Why was Charity leaving without him? Charity looked back and forth between her new owner and her little buddy. "I'm so sorry, Dominick," Charity said. "My new family is here to pick me up. I'm going to live in a new pasture." "Oh, no, you don't," Dominick cried, and big donkey tears streamed down his face. The best buddies gave each other one last whinny and a quick nuzzle, and then the man led Charity to the trailer and closed her safely inside. Lucky Charity had a new home with a special family, but it meant leaving poor Dominick behind. Dominick wanted to be happy for Charity, but he was very sad. He didn't know how he could survive without his best friend. The nice humans at the ranch gave him extra love and attention, but it just wasn't the same without Charity. A new family of donkeys arrived at the ranch. Rosita the mom, Jack the dad, and Christian their baby welcomed Dominick into their herd. It was nice to feel like he belonged again, but his new donkey friends just couldn't fill the hole in his heart since Charity left. Dominick remembered all the good times he had with Charity. They played chase in the pasture and went on walks around the property and stomped in the pond. He missed the cozy, peaceful feeling they had when they snuggled up together in the stall they shared. The memory of Charity welcoming him when he first arrived at RVR brought him a big donkey smile. Dominick had been so scared. His new friend Charity assured him everything would be okay, and she had been right. Before long, the good memories began to bring Dominick some happiness, but he still missed his best friend. Besides his new donkey friends, Dominick found new horse friends too. Big Cowboy and Spotted Henry shared his pasture, and they hung out at the hay box together. Dominick started sniffing and nuzzling at Old Dusty and his pal Misty through the gate that separated their enclosures. Several barn cats roamed the ranch. Tom had been there the longest and had learned to trust the humans, but Goggles and Turtle were newer. They were both still skittish. And then there was Silly Hormel, the pot-bellied pig. He was a funny fellow. He flopped into his tub of water and then rolled in the mud. But even with all the other animals around him, Dominick still missed his Charity. One of the humans began spending extra time with Dominick, and he started to look forward to her visits. He knew he would get a carrot from her back pocket after she brushed him and rubbed his head and kissed his nose. Before long, his ears would perk when he saw the pretty lady coming. She would give a giant smile and a happy wave as she shouted to him across the pasture, "Hi, Dom!" With her greeting, Dominick would rush to the fence to meet her. He started to get that warm, fuzzy feeling of a very special friendship, and suddenly he wasn't as sad about Charity leaving anymore. One day his lady arrived with 2 girls at her side. "These are my daughters," she told Dominick. The girls were just as lovely and sweet as their mom. This time, Dominick got triple the love. All of them showered him with hugs and rubs, and Dominick's heart melted. When it was time for them to leave, Dominick wished they could stay longer. "It's okay, we will be back," they told him, and Dominick couldn't wait. During another visit, as the girls pampered Dominick, a man led a huge draft horse into the pasture. "This is my dad and our horse, Thunder," one daughter told Dominick. Thunder is one lucky horse, thought Dominick. Maybe someday Dominick would be lucky enough to have a family of his own. When it was time for their visit to end, Dominick got sad. "Don't worry, we'll be back soon," the mom assured him. Every day, Dominick stood by the fence, watching and waiting for the humans who made him feel very special. Whenever they came, he felt like the luckiest donkey in the whole wide world. One day, the whole family came together to visit Dominick. After their pats and rubs and hugs, the dad spoke. "Dominick, we're moving," he started to say, and tears immediately sprung to Dominick's eyes. "Oh, no, you don't," he neighed. He couldn't bear to lose this family he had grown to love. He began to snort and buck. "Dominick, Dominick," the mom called, "it's okay. We want you to come with us and be a part of our family." "Really?" Dominick brayed, his heart filled with so much happiness. He imagined hanging out with Thunder in a new pasture and his family joining them for long, lazy, sunny afternoons. He loved the carrots and apples they always brought him, but more than that, he loved their company. He would finally have a wonderful family of his own. "Well, Dominick, do you want to join us?" the little girl squealed. "Oh, yes, I do." Yay! I'm so happy Dominick finally found a special family of his own. If you like this story, be sure to tell your friends. And you can go to curlyshirleystorytime.com to learn how you can get your own copy. If you like the Dominick books, be sure to stay tuned for my next series about real-life miniature horses, Gilbert and Boots, who are learning how to become therapy animals to help children. That's all for this time. Until next time, thank you for joining me. Bye.